Now I know what you're thinking.
I want to go home. I hate school.
Get to the point! Wow, you guys are rude. Now I'm doing my project on Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright was born on June 8th, 1867. Was there Twitter back then? Our generation's just screwed. His mother was a teacher from a Welsh family who settled in Spring Green, Wisconsin. His father was a preacher and a musician, which would explain why they divorced. Oh my God, William, seriously? You cannot be a musician. It's not a job. Lay off my back. I want to follow my dreams. I'm out of here. Huh? True story. In 1885, he graduated from public school in Madison. A year later, Wright would begin an apprenticeship with the Chicago architectural firm of Adler and Sullivan. He then got married to Catherine Tobin in 1889 and eventually had 6 kids. He then left them suddenly after 20 years of marriage. He also left his practice and moved to Germany with a woman named Mama Borthwick Cheney, the wife of a client, in 1909. Wow, what a bad time to realize you have commitment issues. In 1913, he returned to the States and designed him and his new wife, Mama, a nice new house in the place where his ancestors grew up. He called it Taliesin, Welsh for shining brow. But sadly, a few years later, a deranged groundskeeper actually killed his fiancée, or whatever the hell she was, and 6 others, and set the house on fire. Wow, that escalated quickly. Next year, in 1915, he was actually commissioned to design the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo. It survived the Great Earthquake of 1923 that devastated the city. Wow, Lloyd, the only thing you seem reliable in is architecture. This place is getting kind of boring. Boom! Didn't expect that, did you? Some familiar works that he has done over the years is like the Falling Water, or Taliesin West, or Roby House, or Frank Lloyd Wright Home, or Johnson Wax headquarters. If you want a picture of these houses, Google it. There's a phone right in front of you. I guarantee it. Everybody has a phone now, so do it. A good way to describe his work with buildings is a bunch of blocks stacked on top of each other unevenly. Yeah, that. Since you probably haven't taken your eyes off this video and Googled it like I said to, here are some pictures. Elevator music, I know! Now what does the rest of this outline say I have to do? Some artists that have a similar style in job respect would be artists like Frank Gehry. To describe Frank Gehry's work, it would be... That's the house. Though Frank Lloyd Wright's work and Frank Gehry's work contrast each other, they carry the same sort of attitude toward their own work. They both have massive egos. Another example of other architects that would be sort of similar to Frank Lloyd Wright would be Louis Sullivan and Walter Gropius. What a name. Louis Sullivan being the father of all skyscrapers, and Walter Gropius being a German guy, architect, person. Going back to the history, Frank Lloyd Wright died on April 9th, 1959 in Phoenix, Arizona. After a whole life of tomfoolery. Frank Lloyd Wright is quoted on saying, "Give me the luxuries of life and I will willingly do without the necessities." Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informational. If you didn't like it, leave. Leave. I'm serious. Leave. Right now. Leave. No one liked you. Just kidding. Come back here. Come on. Get sit back in your seat. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Did I say subscribe? No. Sorry. Goodbye. Whee!